Hello, dear friend. Welcome to Tarot Plus and your daily tarot reading. Today, we're going to select some charms that may be like symbols to you, and they're going to be part of our reading for today. All right. Now we have, this is a volcanic stone. I don't know if you can see that or not. We have the seahorse, the plane. We have another horse and wings, a piano, and a gingerbread man. See if you can see all of that. And we also have a green crystal, which will represent the heart. So we're going to put that right in the center for the time being. And let's just see what energies are surrounding this reading today. Okay. And that one. All right. So, the assassin, ruthless conviction. So it makes you think of the death card, getting totally rid of something out of your energy field. And the runaway, secrets, running from problems. Oh, so that could mean you are self-sabotaging in some way. But it could also mean you've set yourself free from self-sabotage. You've exited this cage that kept you stuck. And that could have affected your rooting or your grounding, and now you're starting to come into a space where you can feel grounded. And this is very good also for the opening of your third eye, for connecting with your spirit people, connecting with your ancients, connecting with your soul itself, opening your wings, becoming sharper, and your life nourishment from bone marrow getting better. So you're blossoming. So your wings may have taken flight. Maybe you've gotten into a hobby or a profession with the piano. Maybe you've taken up baking. And maybe you're learning how to fly a plane, literally. So this looks like a reading with actionable steps in it. So why don't we get out the tarot cards and we'll deal out some cards. Don't worry about this here. That's the light is reflecting off the table. That'll get covered up in a moment once I put the cards down. Okay, so I'm going to deal out some cards and then we'll turn them over together. Okay, so let's see first of all who we are talking to. Okay. Oh my. Okay. So I'm talking to somebody who has recently come to a really beautiful realization that it was time to give something up completely so that they could move forward. And you've actually started, you've done that. You've said goodbye to what's not serving you. You've stepped into an area now that is new. You're starting something brand new. And you took that leap of faith. So you're ready to go. And you're recognizing a lot about the structure of above and below, much more than you did before. And you're thinking of your, as above, so below, mind, body, and spirit. Earth, beneath the earth, and above the earth. This is all starting to come together for you now. And you've started that climb. Like this card looks like Jack and the Beanstalk. This is the 7 of Coins. You've planted seeds already towards what you just finished. Okay, so you're on a journey for sure. You've just completed a lap around or a chapter. You've started a new chapter which could be overlapping part of the old chapter or the old lap around the rink. And you've already set things in motion. You've already planted the seeds to start growing on this new path. So now that you've come to this space, what should you focus on to move forward? Okay, 4 of Coins or 4 of Pentacles. Focus on now maintaining stability here and maintaining that patience. While you do that, your Strength card is the Queen of Cups. So go deep inside yourself. Allow yourself to receive. The Queen of Cups is water of water. So you've got a lot of connections to the moon energy. You've got a lot of connections to the tides, to the waters on the planet. And you could be taking up scrying or meditating with candles. As you can see from the picture, this queen is concentrating very deeply on the cup and what is in the cup. So that is your strength. So there may be hidden strengths inside that strength that you're not aware of yet, because this is a new chapter on your journey of life. And your circles of life go in circles, and they go up and down and around and back and forth. So the thing to concentrate on is that stability, maintaining that stability of where you are right now. You don't need to move forward in with actions, even though, actually this goes right along with what we were looking at here with the Death card. You've already taken the action to remove parts of your old self, and now you've opened this gate to allow in new parts that you may have run away from before. So you may be doing some healing, inner child healing This little charcoal ball there is rolling all over the place. Okay, so you've run away from this version of yourself, and now you're opening the door to a new version of yourself, and you've already planted those plants. So try not to get too impatient as you've started this new chapter. Focus on your foundation, on the new spot. Focus on the stability, on the things that are of value to you right now. Don't take in items that you've set up healthy boundaries around. That's done. You don't need to bring them back now. I thought that was 2 cards there. Okay. So now that we've established where to be, where you are, and how to handle this, what your strength is, this even looks like a piano keyboard, and we have a piano on our charms over here. So that might be significant for somebody that's watching this. That could be a symbol for you, just to let you know that that is your strength right now, and stick with it. Keep doing the scrying and delving into the unknown. Okay, so while you're concentrating on maintaining your stability, what challenges might come up in this spot? Okay, 8 of Wands. You may be tempted to become impatient. You may be tempted to try speed things up. You may be tempted to try and slow things down. But the advice card with this challenge that's coming up for you is the Empress. So the Empress can sit and watch for a very long time without doing. Observing, watching, acknowledging, and appreciating. That is the advice for when you get the temptation to speed ahead, rush ahead. Okay, let's see if I can fit these all on here. Be the Empress to yourself when you get that feeling like you want to rush ahead into something. The blessing that is with you right now, that got you to this point where you are, is you freed yourself from the mental anguish, the mental jail, the mental traps that you had put yourself in. You freed yourself, just like the Runaway card here. You freed yourself from the cages that you put around yourself, and now you're free. So with this freedom, the advice card that goes with this is the Queen of Swords reversed. So that could be telling you as advice to not go back into that cage. Do not go back into that space where you would be mentally putting yourself into a prison that stops your mind from expanding. So that's the advice for that position. The thing to keep in mind with the entire reading, 2 cards jumped out for this, and it's the 2 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. So 7 of Swords, you are becoming your true self because you freed yourself out from that trap that you were in. And now you're working on how you speak to yourself, how you view yourself. And the 2 of Swords, think of these 2 swords up at the top here as rabbit ears, antennas. Think of the swords as that type of contraption, if you know what that is, like antennas. And you're searching for the right channel that really speaks to you. That is part of becoming your true self, removing the mask, letting things go that do not describe you. So with your antennas up, with a blindfold on, with your hands open in receive mode, now you can be quiet. Sit still like the Empress is saying. Don't try to make new things grow or become impatient, because things happen in divine timing. So allow the universe to help you with this, because as you become your true self, now that you're free, there's going to be things that you discover about yourself that you did not know before. It's a good time to do some shadow work, sit and journal, asking yourself what you're afraid of, what you're ashamed of, what would be the flip side of something that you think you're doing good. Like, pretend you're looking in the mirror, and if you don't know how to start this, ask your cards. Ask your cards, when I look in the mirror, what should I see looking back at me that I'm not seeing? And then just start investigating the card that your spirit people pick for you. And I call them spirit people because I see spirit people. So I always see them, a lot of times I see their faces, I see them as people, but they're energies. They're energies that are around you, and their energies overlap your energies, just like and schools use a transparency where they put layers of transparencies over top of each other with a light shining through the bottom, and you can see the different layers of each transparency. That's how your spirit people communicate with you. They will overlay their energies onto your energies so that they blend together, and that's how they can speak to you, because you can feel their energy mingling with your energy, and then you start to pay attention. And that's why it's very important, when you get this feeling to rush, very important that you sit still like the Empress and acknowledge, observe, be quiet, and listen. Let your other senses come to the surface. So how are you going to stay balanced through this now, as you have just started a new part of your journey? The thing to keep yourself balanced, along with, remember, your strength card is the Queen of Cups. So the Ace of Cups, pour that love, that emotional love, that unconditional love onto yourself. Pour it down like you're pouring a cup over top of yourself. And that is all love. So love yourself, be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself. Let your emotions rise up, and close your eyes and sit in quiet, or have something in your hand that you can see, feel, taste, smell, and let that, linger in the air when you're sitting there, just taking in information in ways other than your eyes. Open up the other senses, and that's what the two of Swords is also all about. Besides, making decisions, it's also about using your other senses. I always think of the Two of Swords like a high priestess in training. And I always think whenever the cards have the swords up in the air like this, I always think of the rabbit ear antennas and tuning in to that radio or that TV station or that channel, but tuning in with the other senses, with the eyes closed, with your nose open so you can smell, if you're anywhere near water and you can smell the lake or smell the river, and with your palms open to receive. And that way your spirit people, you're saying to them, come on in, be a part of my life, give me messages, give me those wink wink nudge nudge moments that I like, and help me to help you to help me. That's what you say to your spirit people, and then you start seeing things happen. And it's not by coincidence that these things happen. It is, the universe is works in many mysterious ways and many beautiful ways that once you start paying attention and sitting still, you'll be flabbergasted, and you'll know it. This is not a coincidence, and I am not making this up, and this is real. And you let them overlay their energies onto yours, and away you go. You move on to your next step. But right now, it's important that you establish your focus on your stability with the starting of your new path, your new circle that you've just hopped onto. So, and let things simmer, let things gestate, and do not trap your mind back into this bird cage. So run away from the things that that are no good for you. Put up healthy boundaries, but continue to plant those new seeds to flourish and to grow into this new version of yourself. Okay, so I'm just going to lay these out so you can see them better. Hopefully you can see them. And we shall finish there. And see you on the next Daily Tarot reading. Bye for now.